J-Drone here. This is Mr. Blue Eyes. Different GoPro on it, because it's not mine. It's Sean B's. And he's going to be on the controller. Sean B's my brother. Down below will be a link. So I'm hands-free on this flight. We're just going to watch him fly. Good. Bamzo. And there we have the brushless, hated Aosenma. The reason a lot of people hate this drone is for the simple fact that people don't understand the drone. People don't understand how to properly run it. Now my brother, we're going to look over his shoulders. Yes, his GPS lights have not gone off and he's taken off. So hypothetically, if he goes out too far and hits the return home button, it could be catastrophic failure for him because he didn't allow those lights to go out. Now eventually, as he's sitting up in that sky, the lights will go out. We'll look over his shoulder again. His lights are still on, but he's basically manually flying this, so he really has no need for the GPS to be on. Again, eventually it will lock on. Once the satellite's linked to that drone, it'll lock on and GPS will be enabled on this drone. As you can hear, the blades aren't too loud on this. It's kind of a smooth flying drone. Once those front LEDs stop blinking, that I believe is how you know that GPS is enabled, and I believe it might be enabled. The lights have, nope, maybe, nope. Lights are still blinking. Underside lights are completely lit. Just look at it in the air there, a little look at the yaw rate. Just a slight punch forward. As you can see, this thing picks up greatly. It has nice speed onto it. I think it's rated at like 42 to 43 mile per hour. And that'd be in full manual mode. Has nice range to it. And again, a lot of people don't understand the drone. Looking over his shoulder, all GPS lights are out now. And here it comes. Let's see if J-Drone was right about the eyes. Yep, eyes are no longer blinking. So that's something to consider there. And stabilize it. See if you can get it to stabilize. And it is sitting. We're just going to go walk up to it. J-Drone's going to take his hat cam off. Bamzo. Mr. Blue Eyes. In full effect. And again, not me on the sticks, my brother. And that just shows you the GPS works, but it takes time. And again, I would strongly discourage him to go fly way far away from himself, hit the return home, because we don't know where that GPS started working. If it started working over there, it might return there. If it was bouncing off a bunch of different satellites, it might return to China and we might not see this drone again. Lose orientation. That's not good. Get it? Stop, 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 stop. Okay, he's clicked return home, which again, I strongly discouraged, but it did return just about where we needed it to, because he lost orientation. Back in control of it. Alright, and he's back in control of it. Again, he flew out where he was past the birch tree, which the birch tree is about 80 meters. He was probably about 120 meters out. 120 meters out, low light. This is a white drone. You got white sky. It's going to be very easy to lose orientation. So Sean, be careful. And forewarning to you guys too, it's very easy to lose orientation with a white drone against a white sky. If this was blue sky, your orientation would be a little bit better. If the sun was shining, your orientation would be a little bit better. But again, we're dealing with overcast. We got kind of clear sky over there, but above us, we're dealing with complete cloud cover. And this is lifting. What GoPro is this?
The Hero.
Which one?
3, I think.
I think this is a GoPro Hero 3, guys, which does not come out of that plastic case. So it's lifting a little bit more than it normally would with just a normal mount on it, because it's stuck in that waterproof casing. The Hero 4, which I have, and the 5 come out of that casing, and is a little bit less weight. So whatever flight time that we get here, you can anticipate getting a little bit more flight time. It is also a little bit breezy, and we are dealing with probably about 50-ish temperature. So if you have a little bit warmer temperature, you might get a better fly, but 50 is not bad. 50 is probably a nice temperature to be flying at, where it's not too hot, but it's definitely not too cold. And let's see what Hattie says as buzz by here. Hattie says we're in the air for 5 and change. This drone will probably last double that, if not a little bit more. There's a little quick buzzing there. Again, guys, Sean B is my brother. His link will be down below for his channel if you want to check him out. I'm sure he'll load this GoPro footage on his channel once he gets it there, and you'll be able to check that out. That won't be on my channel. And J Drone's used to wearing glasses since he's got them, and I don't got my glasses on, so I'm having to strain my eyes just a little bit looking at this. And again, that's just because of the poor lighting conditions out here. If you're gonna get this drone, you want to do your pre-flights on it. You want to make sure the drone's ready to go. I've had a motor flop out of one of mine before because for about 3 to 4 months I was flying it and never did a pre-flight. And finally, one of the days it caught up with me. It was actually the day after I painted the blue Aosenma, and it was super cold out, and it flopped out, and I'm like, oh, what happened? And that's exactly what happened. Exactly what happened was, hey, you didn't do your pre-flight, and that's the only mishaps I've had with an Aosenma, and I run 2 of them. I run the blue one, and we are getting low voltage right now, which we are looking at. We're looking at about 7 minutes and change. It's a heavier battery. We probably got about another 2 to 3 minutes on that battery, but you definitely don't want to kill your battery. Once the LVC warning hits, you kind of want to bring it in. If you fly it for another minute or 2, it's all right. If you drop it, you're kind of saving on the battery, and just hold down on your left stick. And that was an uneven landing. That's why she flipped. No damage. Go ahead and just fire your motors again. Down and out. Kill them. Hold left on your left stick. Fire them again. Down and out. And as you can see, they're firing. Go ahead and take off. Try to take off. See what happens. Nope. Hold down. Alright guys, I should have left the camera on, but I shut it off to deal with what just happened. Sean's over there. We were on the road. He had an uneven landing, which screwed up the calibration of the drone. He went to take off. He's nicked the blade here. He's nicked the blade here. All I've recalibrated it, and we're just going to show you down and out. We're good to go. Okay? So, if you crash, this was a good learning thing. Recalibrate. And the reason I'm over in the grass, easy there, buddy. The reason I was over here in the grass is because if it did decide to pitch forward like it did, we wouldn't chew up the blade so much like that. But we could get him more blades. The drone's still good. It's still good to fly. Guys, I'm J Drone. This is the Aosenma. That's Sean B. Subscribe to his channel if you haven't. And stay tuned. We got more stuff going on. Later.